Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 122. What it do?
What's going on, fam? Man, 122, man. Let's go, dog.
Yeah.
It feels like it was just one week at a time, man. But every time we go up in number, I get a little bit more and more proud of us. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
Keep doing what we do,
absolutely.
baby.
I appreciate it, man. And last show of 2021. I can't believe how this year has flown by too, man.
Real.
It's been crazy. We know that time has wings, but yeah, we started this thing back in 2019, rolling a lot of Tuesdays in a row. So that's what's up. We're gonna try to keep this thing moving. But we appreciate everybody rocking with us. Y'all help make this possible. You know what I'm saying? Your support, your love. So we appreciate that. All of our slackers that check in. We got Anthony Weston on the line already. What's good? We appreciate you being here. And yeah, that's how we're doing it. You know, it's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy in the building as always.
In case we didn't say that already. And yeah, right? Tonight, we definitely got some topics, some breaking news that we're going to get into for our first topic. But it'll probably be a little bit of a Slack Express. We know there's a lot still going on between the holidays and everything. People recovering from Christmas, you know what I'm saying, getting ready for New Year. So we're going to do our thing. We're going to be in and out here, but we're going to make it official in just a second. Strizzy, you have any disclaimers you want to say real quick before we get going?
Yeah, man, you know the deal. Don't say like, comment. We love the interaction between you guys. Turn notification bells on, all the fun stuff, and then keep saying, man, share the podcast, man. I've shared it to a couple of people who have taken a look at the actual videos itself, and A-Dub mentioned he checked out the audio version of it just a couple weeks ago, and our audio downloads have actually been a lot higher than what we expected. So
yeah,
man, we love it, man. Keep pushing it out, and we appreciate y'all for it.
Absolutely. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and make this thing official. Let's get it going. All right, now it's official. Say Like a Champ, episode 122. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy, like in the building. What's going on, everybody?
Yes, and welcoming in another slacker that's in the comments. Grace, hello. Thank you for being with us. And she's celebrating episode 122 along with us. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, we got a few things to hit on, and it'll probably be a little bit of an express show, but I'm gonna try to share my screen real quick and get this PowerPoint popping for us so we can see what's going on. You know, this is going to be the big topic of the week, but before we get into it, we need to get to our first topic, which is NFL talk, and let's get it.
Yep.
Hold on, let me see. We're going OG. What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL talk.
Let's get it.
All right, and NFL talk. This is breaking news. We definitely had to report on. John Madden sadly has passed unexpectedly at the age of 85. Definitely sad news. So I wanted to throw something up for him and just have a second to kind of reflect on him, give our slackers a chance to talk about it if they'd like to as well. But like I said, just breaking news about 20-30 minutes ago is when I found out. So Strizzy, well, actually, no, let me welcome a couple more people. You know, we have Anthony Weston. He was already on it. Rest in peace, John Madden. We also have Pops. Good evening. Rest in peace, John Madden, as well. So,
Pops.
Yeah. But what were your initial thoughts, man, when you heard this news?
Man, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he's been around longer than what he's actually been around for. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was, when you think about it, I think he lived a pretty long, filled life. You know what I mean? He's just been around football for what feels like forever. You know what I mean? I can't think of a point in time where I've watched football and not heard his name, not played his video game. You know what I'm saying? So very, very sad day for the sports world. But prayers to him and his family for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Our condolences go out. And I kind of feel the same way. It's so funny how he impacted the sport of football in so many different ways and for so many years, like you said. I mean, for me, John Madden is like that's what I associate with football. And
Right.
for people like around our age, growing up playing the video games and things like that, I knew him as an announcer before
Yeah.
I even knew he was a coach. I had to learn about his coaching, and then all of a sudden I see, oh, they're carrying John Madden. Like what? Like so just how he impacted so much.
Yep.
I definitely got to say the best cameo ever in Little Giants. You know what I'm saying? When he came off the
Yeah.
bus in Little Giants, like I just remember seeing that and being like, oh, dude, that's John Madden. Like, and they just did this thing on Christmas Day for him, which was awesome that got to happen. At this time or whatever before he passed. So kind of got to put their roses on him a little bit. A lot of players and coaches that contributed that. So but yeah, it's very, very sad. Very sad because like I said, he kind of is football for a lot of people. So
Definitely.
not going to be the same. Not going to be the same. Anthony West says, big part of my love for football. He just had his documentary air on Christmas. Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely great man. And a lot of memories will go down with him for sure. A lot of football, like you said, impacting as a coach and also, as a commentator and then as the video game and just as like the guy himself.
Yeah.
So
I'd imagine we're gonna see a lot of different just memorial type stuff for him in like probably every game this Sunday, you know what I mean? So looking forward to see what each team or whatever does for him. So well respected for sure.
For sure. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think there aren't too many broadcasters out there that can't say that they weren't influenced by him and his style or, weren't at least, inspired by him a little bit. So that's what's up. Pop says best football broadcaster by far. Love when he pointed out Ray Lewis was not being double teamed after Lewis declared so many memories like that. And that's for sure. We were watching that game and Ray Lewis was on the sideline, like they're double teaming. And John Mann's like, they're not double teaming him, and like went back with the tape and stuff like that. But I mean, I think that's another thing I love about John Madden personally, in my memories of him is like him just being so relatable. Like he's just like a everybody man. Like he's just like somebody that can kind of walk with all walks of life and stuff, and never was like took himself too seriously, even though he was so great. So
exactly.
So definitely got to say, big rest in peace to John Madden. Yeah, like you said, you probably see a lot of kind of dedication things and maybe some little memorials to him. So looking forward to that. So that's how we unfortunately had to start NFL talk for today. But let's take a quick look. We have a couple little topics, but really it's all in front of us. There's 2 weeks left. And there's still some things to be decided as far as who's going to clinch the top seeds and, who's going to win the divisions. But I'm really just looking forward to the playoffs, honestly. I got to give a shout out to my cousin Monica, pick 'em up style. She won this week. She went 14-2. Only really missed the 49ers game, and I think it was one other unexpected game.
Chargers?
Yes, Chargers. Yep, that's exactly right. Yeah. She missed the 49ers and the Chargers, which both of those probably shouldn't have lost.
For sure.
But great job on that, and that's her second win this year. So definitely shout out to Monica on that one.
Most definitely, man. Congrats on that.
Yeah. Tom Brady, we saw this happen last week during the Saints when he got shut out. He broke his tablet, and not really serious news, but NFL did warn him that if he breaks any more tablets, he's going to be fined. And I'm sure the fine is going to be a lot more than what a tablet costs. But I thought that was kind of funny. It's hilarious how Tom Brady kind of gets a pass on a lot of things, though, that other people might say like, oh, this is childish or he needs to control himself. But like for him, everybody's just like, oh, that shows what a competitor he is.
Yeah, he's just frustrated. I'd be frustrated too. Listen, it's so true, man. There's so many other quarterbacks or just players in general that would have gotten eaten up and chewed up for that the very next day. So
yeah, absolutely. So I did want to point that out. But I mean, it is what it is. I guess if you have 7 Super Bowl rings, you get away with a little bit more than others. So we got a little bit of things going on in the chat. Anthony Wesson, Chiefs 6-time AFC West champs, and also Pops, commenting the Cowboys, the NFC East champs. So and that game was a great game, but I do want to know like kind of your opinion on Dak, and do you think Dak, and not just Dak, but the Cowboys offense is back, and how did you feel about their performance? Did you get to see some of the highlights and stuff?
Yeah, man. I watched the whole game.
First of all, this is the longest game ever. Sunday night. That's right.
Yeah, first of all, this is the longest game ever because the score was just so crazy, like a college football game. Dog, when the third quarter ended, I thought it was over. I was like, oh, finally, this game is a wrap. And it was like going to the fourth quarter. I was like, damn, we got a whole other quarter left.
Right.
Like, this game was so long because of the score, man. 42 points by the Cowboys by themselves in the first half. But scary, man. I'm not trying to play. I would if the Cowboys offense can match the defense that they've played the last like 3-4 weeks, the scary team to go up against. You know what I mean? And we've been talking about it. Like, we never thought we'd be talking about the Cowboys defense helping them win games compared to their offense. And man, the offense was on fire last night. The Zeke was running the ball very, very well and effectively, even though he necessarily didn't really have to. The ball, he was airing it out to everybody, including offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like, man, everything looked so good. I think the Washington football team's first series, Diggs with the franchise tying interception with 11 for the year, for the season, dude. That's huge too. I just, you know what I mean? I feel like the Dallas Cowboys right now are really, really strong into the NFC, and they're playing the type of football you want to play before playoff time. You know what I mean? So I know sometimes you want to give your team like rest towards the end. They've already locked up, the NFC East. They still technically are fighting for that first seed. If Green Bay were to lose, back-to-back games, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I kind of want them to continue playing. I don't want them to kind of, take some time off and then come into the playoffs, kind of like straggling a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, they got to keep playing this type of football, man, and they're going to be a really dangerous team playing, man. You guys, I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to jinx it. I'm not going to say nothing, but like they look really, really good.
Yeah, no, I agree. I hope they can keep it up for sure. The defense has finally different playmakers, and the offense always have, but they're clicking again. So I'm really hoping that they can keep it going. But I'm kind of with you. Like, I hope that they don't rest their starters at all. Yeah. Especially in the last week. We'll be playing the Eagles and stuff, and we might not have much to play for, but that could mean them getting into the playoffs, and then we might have to play them again. I just don't like that. I feel like I would love to keep it rolling, but obviously don't want to get anybody hurt at the same time.
For sure, man. Tune-up game. Try to get up early and then, let them rest second half or something. You know what I mean? Like, they definitely show between offense and defense they can get the job done. So I'm with you on that. Like, probably not playing for much at the end of the year, especially if Green Bay wins, this game this upcoming week. But we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely excited, though, for the Cardinals game next week. They do play the Cardinals, and that should be a good matchup because the Cardinals are, coming off the losing streak and things like that. They want to get back going. It'll be interesting, you know what I'm saying? And that's another matchup we could see in the playoffs. So
true.
I'm excited, though. We'll see what's up. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the scoreboard, too. We did talk about, or the Colts did, beat the Cardinals on Christmas Day. So, like I said, the Cardinals on a little bit of a losing streak. But they're clinched, they're in the playoffs at least.
Yeah. They clinched with a loss.
What's that?
So they clinched with a loss.
I know, which is wild, but everybody falling around them made it happen. But yeah, Bills Patriots was a big game. The Bills are now in the driver's seat for the AFC East, so it looks like that they're going to get that. Dolphins Saints was a fun game last night, even though it was like a lot defense. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of fun for me to watch because I've been rooting for the Dolphins.
Right.
It's crazy.
I love nothing more than seeing the Saints lose. So you know what I'm saying? Right. So I'll put you on that.
No, yeah, for sure. I know you do. With the NFC South and everything, but just to me, it was cool. But what a difference a week makes, you know what I'm saying? Because they were blown. I mean, they shut out the Buccaneers and we're all proud and stuff like that. And then they're giving up points to the Dolphins. So it's very interesting there.
For sure.
Chiefs, man, they took the Steelers apart. I thought it was going to be a closer game, but even without Kelsey, they did their thing.
Yep.
Shout out to Anthony Weston's squad on that one.
For sure.
You mentioned the Texans Chargers. Do you have any defense for the Chargers in this one, or what happened here?
You know what, man? Like, the Chargers are one of those teams that, like, they're still learning. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they once they get over that hump of looking like Super Bowl contenders one week to being like looking like one of the bottom teams in the league the next week, like,
right,
they're gonna be a very dangerous team. But until they can get over that hump, man, like they're gonna struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, no reason losing that game to the Texans, and not only that, like 41 points.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you guys didn't just lose. Like, you give up 41 points. Like, that's crazy. I think it's the most points the Texans have scored all year. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
you're supposed to be like a couple of weeks ago. You guys were vying for the division. So it's like, I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Kind of messed up some of my parlays too.
Me too, dog. Me too, man. I had that morning window perfect except for the Chargers.
Right?
Um, but it is what it is. That's why they play the games. Speaking of 41 points, though, Bengals over the Ravens, they really went up. Joe Burrow went for 525 yards,
Yep.
and Chase Young went off, Mixon went off, and I happened to be playing these fools in my fantasy playoffs. They took me out basically single-handedly in Myra's league.
Oh,
Um,
that's rough.
but luckily, actually, what saved me though in Strizzy in your league, what saved me was the Cowboys defense and Dak Prescott going
Oh,
off.
nice.
So
That's a son, dog.
so at least I made it to one final. At least I made it to one final. So
I know. I mean, I'm playing in Myra's final in FanBam. So we'll see. But I'm playing Myra, man. Her team's pretty
you need me
stacked.
to drop some players, dog? Just let me know.
I know. I'm trying to get this money. You know what I'm saying? It's winner take all in her league. So let's get it.
Well, the trophy that was coming to me, I'll ship it to you if it ever comes, man.
Yeah, I know, right? It's funny. I actually talked to Myra yesterday, trying to catch up a little bit. She's doing well. Boys are doing well. So I'll have to let her know, like, let's say get that trophy out. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get it out here.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Trophy
Yeah,
belongs to AZ, man.
So that's what's up. That's what's up. At least we're holding it down on that. But yeah, everything else was kind of standard. The Packers, they actually had to fight off the Browns late in that game. That ended up being a closer game than we thought. But the Packers still up there as a number one seed in the NFC. Rams kept winning over the Vikings. Falcons eked out a win against the Lions.
Yeah.
And the Falcons are somehow still in the playoff picture.
Yeah.
So another team hanging into the playoff picture is the Raiders. They won over the Broncos, and they're, what I'm saying, maybe they got a little bit of life left in them.
They're lucky, man. I think Teddy plays that game. They don't win that game. It was kind of an ugly win for them.
I'm still disappointed in Locke, honestly. Like, I'm still like, what's going on, man?
Yeah. No, I agree. You know what I'm saying? I felt like between the Broncos defense, I felt like they still should have had enough, especially because it's not like he's like a backup just coming in. Like, he's been at the helm of that offense for like all of last year, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I'm with you. I wish he would have played a little bit better. I don't know why I'm such a big Raiders hater, dog. I don't know why. I just always been, but I was rooting for the Broncos this week.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I don't know. I kind of like the Raiders. I kind of like that they're just like we're the bad boy kind of,
Yeah. Yeah, I still want to get out there. I still got to visit that stadium. I just want to get out to Vegas in general.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
We keep saying it, dog. We got to.
Yeah, I know. We just got to get out there. We just got to make it happen one day. We just got to get out there, just get it going, make it happen.
Right. Last game I want to mention real quick: Bears over the Seahawks. The Seahawks were in control of that game most of the game, but the Bears came back and fought.
Yeah.
This is the end for Pete Carroll. You think?
It's tough. Like it probably is. Especially if they lose Russell Wilson, he'll himself have no reason to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I feel like when he talked about, I think it was him who said, we're not in a rebuild, we're in like a a reset or something like that. Retool. He might not be wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It kind of sucks. They lost Russell for a couple of games this year due to the injury and surgery, and if you had him, probably win some of those games. You know what I mean? And if not all of them. So who knows? It's tough.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough situation. But if they do lose Russell Wilson, then it's more than a retool.
Oh,
yeah.
If I'm a coach in his situation, if I lose Russell Wilson, I'm probably like, I'll walk away.
Yeah, no. And Anthony Weston, he's right. He said Pete's GM moves backfired. Might be time for him to step back, fall back.
Yeah,
I don't know. But all right, let's keep it moving though. That's what we had for NFL talk. Really, that's the main things that we were going to mention on. We'll have a lot more to talk about next week and the following, as the playoff picture is set. So we'll go ahead and move on from that, and we'll hit up our next topic. All right, so NBA talk. We have a couple different things, you know what I'm saying, but it's hard to talk NBA right now because it's really just been crazy with all the players in and out. There's not been a lot of consistency on the rosters. But when we look to our win play crew, we actually did get news about Kyrie Irving. He cleared protocols and he's going to play on Thursday. So he's going to be stepping out of the win play crew. And
Oh wait, he is gonna play Thursday? I thought he said he's gonna play like the earliest like January 5th or something like that. No?
Oh really? I thought that he was cleared and eligible to play Thursday. Unless Thursday's a home game.
Yeah, so he is cleared and eligible, but who knows if they say it or not. But I think Nash was saying that he still needs a week or two to like ramp up or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they were saying they might not play him. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but like they're not really in any rush. You know what I'm saying? Like KD and like the rest of the crew, they all got cleared, so they will definitely be playing Thursday. So they all cleared protocol, so they'll be back. So kind of no rush for them, but who knows, man? I know we're all kind of waiting to see him play, but we'll see how that goes.
Man, that's weak. I didn't realize that. I thought that he was supposed to be ready to roll.
Cleared and ready to roll. I know. Who knows, man? If he's been keeping up with himself and he's got endurance and stamina's not a problem, he might just be ready to go. Who knows?
Well, we'll find out next week for sure. If he's gonna be popping up on the Win Play crew again next week, then that's how for sure. But one other thing, this is kind of sideways, but Ayton, he signed an extension to stay with Puma. That's his shoe deal. But he's in a little bit of a charitable spirit. And he talked about basically in this new extension, they are giving a bigger portion, or a large portion, I should say, of his profits for his specific stuff is going to go towards charity. So that's what's up. He has a few charities out here in Arizona and then some from back where he's from. So that's what's up. I just thought that was kind of a cool story. You know what I'm saying? We don't hear like too many positive stories. So
for sure.
Ben Simmons, still hoping to see him play sometime, still hoping for a trade to come through. Apparently the new emergence has been the Cleveland Cavaliers. What would you think about his fit there?
I actually love it, depending on who they have to give up for him. Honestly, if they can get Ben Simmons with possibly just giving up picks, dog, take it. Cleveland Cavaliers are looking really, really good right now. A young team up and coming. Darius Garland looks phenomenal, and they're playing without Colin Sexton. Yeah, dude, their bigs are playing so well. Allen, dude, he's averaging like 70% from the field so far this year, which is crazy. And he shoots. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually shoots
a little bit.
Yeah. So like I kind of like it. You know what I mean? Like for him, like is it exciting for him? Not necessarily, but I just imagine adding that defensive player to a team where he doesn't have to shoot. I think it's pretty solid, man. Cavaliers have looked pretty. They're beating teams pretty bad right now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it is. Anthony West says Kevin Love for Simmons straight up. I don't know.
He's surprised to be playing well too. Crazily,
they might, but I don't think the Sixers are still trying to hold on and get more. Yeah. We'll see what Daryl Morey is going to end up doing, but I don't know. But that's one interesting thing. But there's a lot of pieces that might move, or it might end up being a 3-teamer or whatever.
Yeah.
But the other topic I kind of wanted to mention was just the fact that it's been kind of like a march of the replacement players lately. And we've been seeing a lot of, names resurface, you know what I'm saying? Lance Stevenson and Isaiah Thomas and
Greg Monroe.
Greg Monroe. It's like, it's so funny to see who's been staying in shape and who's been keeping up, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these guys.
Joe.
Yeah. But what do you think about it, though? You think it's funny? Like, because to me, I'll say, I think it's interesting how they're bringing these guys off the street and they're getting minutes in front of like some of their backup players. You know what I'm saying? Joe Johnson's another one. Like, I just think that that's kind of crazy to me.
And so for some of these guys, it's really crazy. It's great. Joe Johnson's probably in the best shape he's ever been in. Surprisingly, it's kind of weird. Like, dude is cut up. He's shredded. Like, he's been playing in the Big 3 tournament. I think so. Yeah. He's been playing in the Big 3 tournament, a Big 3 league for the last, I think, like season or two. So, I think he came in pretty decent shape, but like I ain't seen Greg Monroe do anything in basketball, period, in over 2 years. I think the last time he played was 2019. They're already talking about who they should bring back next, like Crawford or Jeremy Lin and stuff like that. But like it is kind of crazy that these dudes are coming in and automatically just like Lance Stevenson got signed and played the next game, like he was ready to go, like in there getting minutes, like real minutes. So it is pretty crazy. And like honestly, like if I'm one of those players like on the Hawks and Lance Stevenson I'm kind of pissed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, for real. Like that's what we doing. Like I'm kind of mad.
That should show you though to work harder or something. But I think
True.
some of it too is just experience. Like they're just like they're getting that they just know what to do, so they can kind of
True.
throw them in there. Some of these young players, I guess, they're just not ready to be at that level.
That's true.
Anthony Weston says Lakers need to bring in Crawford. They might have room for him because they're letting Isaiah Thomas's 10-day expire, so he's not going to play anymore, or he's not going to continue. So
yeah.
I don't know, but it's just kind of interesting to me, man. We'll see what happens. Anthony Weston says Lakers facepalm. The Lakers are struggling, but I still hope that they keep Russell Westbrook. He keeps coming up in trade rumors, and also AD's name in trade rumors. I saw one article the other day that was talking about the best 3 trade options for Anthony Davis. And, honestly, I wouldn't be mad at that because he stays hurt. And I'd rather them just focus their efforts on figuring out just to win without him because they're always going to be without him, it seems like.
I agree. And it sucks to say that because dude's 28, 29 years old. You know what you have with him when he's healthy. But at the same time, I also feel like because of his injury-prone ways, I feel like it's always in the back of his head that, like, I got to be careful how I land. I got to be careful how I die. You know what I mean? Because he's just always hurt. You know what I mean? And like you said, dude, like it sucks knowing that in like the playoffs right now, like I feel like just team ball basketball wise, just from a team point of view, like the Lakers are probably going to be in the playoff again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it sucks to say that, but like, he's out for at least 4 weeks before he gets reevaluated. They're not playing well. LeBron's playing out of his mind, and they're still on a 5-game losing skid, and it's like, can we trust this man in the first round to stay healthy? You can't. You want to, but you can't. You know what I mean?
I'm being a replay of last year because that's
exactly. And if they're at the bottom half, the Lakers don't want to play any of those top 4 teams without AD, and you kind of want to learn how to play without him earlier than to play with him. So like I like Russ, man. I really do. I think he's tenacious. He's as long as he can keep those turnovers down, man. If they can figure out how to keep maybe the ball out of his hands and LeBron's hands a little bit more, I think they're fine, dude. You know what I mean? Like he's perfectly fine. They just have to figure it out. And they haven't had any practice time either. You know what I'm saying? They're constantly on the road, back-to-backs. I think this is like the first like 2 or 3 days they've had without having to play. They can actually get some practice time in. So like I'm with you, man. It sucks to think about a trade with AD, but he might actually be the best person to go with, to trade with.
Anthony Weston says AD THT for Lillard. I think you might be able to get him straight up, but I don't think that they would get rid of Lillard. I don't know, like that. But he says they could get by with Howard and Jordan as big men, and I do agree with that. Like honestly, Dwight Howard plays great every time you put him in. He does well.
For sure.
Jordan knows he does enough. Exactly. I really like that, but I do think if they stick with AD, I hope they do play him at the 4 and just play at least Howard or Jordan all the time with him to protect him because
I agree with that.
He needs that.
I mean, I think Howard plays. He's learned what his role is, man. He plays great defense. He's a force down there at the underneath, and like you said, man, like I think Lillard would be crazy, but it's like, I think Westbrook could just flat out play off the ball because Lillard doesn't really turn the ball over. You know what I mean? So he could literally play the 2 while Lillard plays the 1, and I think they'd be just better off.
That would be I don't know.
That would be really crazy, dog. Like,
and because too, like Lillard has that killer instinct, like when they need a bucket, you know what I'm saying? They need somebody that can go off, and they don't really have that. So
and he's a shooter. Like he pulled up from 30, 35 like Steph, man. Like he can put the ball in the basket for sure.
That'd be crazy, but I don't want to get my hopes up on anything like that. That would really shake things up, but
that would be nice.
I think that's where we're gonna end and leave NBA talk for now. But yeah, we'll be back with more. You know what I'm saying? The Christmas Day games were fun. But
I just saw Pop's comment about Rasheed Wallace. He right.
Oh yeah. Claims, I mean, honestly, he could probably still get buckets though. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
Like he really could. So I don't know. That would be dope. But that's a good one though. He could teach them a thing or two.
Seriously.
So, but that's what's up. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go back to the booth. Let's see.
All right, guys, it's your boy Strizzy. We're wrapping it up with the Overweight Championship of the World. Getting back to the studio, guys, in 3, 2.
Whoa. No wrap up yet. Hold on. What are you going back to the studio for? Mr. A is right here. Overweight champion of the world.
For other sports.
For other sports like what?
Like golf.
Like golf. Mr. A can play golf.
And tennis.
Tennis, sure. Soccer, baseball.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mr. A
absolutely.
can do all that, especially hockey too. I even go on ice.
Okay.
No reason to go back to that. Other sports is right here. We got other sports right here.
You heard it here first. We got other sports right here.
All right, other sports. In MLB, the lockout continues. You know, there's not really been much news, but we don't expect much news to be happening, especially during this holiday right now. They basically walked away from the table for now, but hopefully in January we'll have some updates on the MLB lockout, and hopefully we can be ready for spring training, dog, because I missed spring training last year.
I know.
I can't do that again, man. That used to be my thing.
For
So
real. Tickets are usually so much cheaper too. You can get out there and have a good time. I'm with you on that, dog. Like they gotta figure this out.
We gotta get back to that.
Yeah.
We need that. Also the NHL has been facing a little bit of backlash because they basically banned their players from going to the Winter Olympics. They're basically saying that, you know, NHL players are going to not participate, which, you know, is not as relevant for Team USA hockey necessarily, but a lot of other countries, you know what I'm saying, they utilize their NHL players.
Yeah.
I kind of see what they're trying to say. They're trying to protect their players. They're trying to keep it going, and they're trying to, you know, kind of keep them safe. And plus it interrupts the season. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I don't know, but this isn't the first time that they've discussed it, but this is the first time they actually did it. So
Right.
we'll see how it works out. But I think the NHL players know what's going on. They know who's paying those checks. So they're
Exactly. Exactly.
And yeah, the only other sports thing I wanted to mention, obviously, I'm super excited for the playoffs. The playoffs are on Friday.
Yeah.
We've got Georgia and Michigan, and then Alabama and Cincinnati. The Alabama-Cincinnati game is actually the early game, and then Georgia and Michigan's the night game. So
Rightfully
that's
so.
where I'm going to be, man. I'm super duper excited.
Yeah, man, rightfully so. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I still think Bama's gonna pounce on Cincinnati. They've never played a team like Bama, and it's not gonna be pretty in my opinion, I don't think. So yeah, I'm super excited about the Michigan Georgia game. I think hopefully it's a really, really good one, man. Like, but I still got Georgia, man. So I'm looking forward to the rematch.
Oh yeah, no, me too. I think it'll be good games though for sure. And I'm just hoping at this point, you know what I'm saying, we're close to it. So I'm just hoping that there's no COVID impacts, you know, one way or another. Basically, all the teams are kind of staying bubbled up. Michigan got their booster shots all together as a team last week. So yeah, they're doing what they can. But they are, the Bulldogs are down there in Miami already, and they're kind of staying safe. They set up like a players' lounge inside the hotel where they can kind of just hang out together. Not with other people. So hopefully everybody stays safe. But the NCAA did set rules like on how teams could win by a forfeit if they don't have enough players, or how there could eventually be a national champion by a forfeit. So hopefully nothing like that happens. Anthony Weston said his brother passed by the Cincinnati team bus today here. That's what's up. Yeah, they're down in Arlington. They're gonna be playing at the Cowboys Stadium. So it's gonna be big games, man, and I'm just excited for it. I have been watching a few bowls, here and there. The Liberty Bowl's on tonight. That's a pretty good matchup. But a lot of bowls have been getting canceled, honestly.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, man. Or I know there was one team that filled in for another team. I think.
No, I can't remember what that was. Yeah, but somebody basically this one team, because 2 bowls have been canceled, but it was because the alternate teams. So they had like 2 teams that kind of came together.
Yeah.
So I give credit to those teams that wanted to play and kept trying to make it happen.
Heck yeah, dude, for sure. Like I mean, because it sucks for the players. You know what I mean? Like Like you work your butt off all year, especially for the teams that just are never going to qualify for like the playoff. You know what I mean? Like.
This is their thing. This is their
exactly. They could have an undefeated season, but don't play enough, talent to get, that high ranked up. So this is where it matters to them. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks for see these guys not be able to play in their bowl games.
Yeah, no, I feel you. So but I'm definitely excited for it. And like I said, hope there's no cancellations and hope there's not like some big major players out for any of the teams. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see the top notch football on Friday.
Dude, I got a college football, this or that kind of.
Okay. All right, let's do that after this. And let's look at the schedule real quick.
Sure.
And then we'll do it. So Wednesday, we got NBA, we got bowl games, we got a lot of college basketball. Thursday, I wanted to highlight there's no Thursday night football this week. That last week was the last Thursday night football game. So Strizzy and I are still going to do our secure the bag, but we may do it Friday. I don't know. Strizzy, we'll have to talk about that, but we may do it Friday. We may do it a little bit closer to the actual games. Since I'm saying there's nothing on Thursday, there's no necessarily reason to rush and do it on Thursday. And since that's our betting lines, I'm saying, we want to make sure we have as much information as possible.
Make sure we get right.
Friday, like we just talked about, it's the playoff semifinals, and also that is New Year's Eve. We want to wish everybody a safe and healthy New Year's Eve. Keep it safe. It's not worth it for sure. I'm gonna be in the crib. I like to keep it real low key.
You're low key.
So definitely be safe and make sure you see New Year's Day, which is Saturday. We got a lot of bowl games, of course, on New Year's Day. Hopefully none of them being canceled. But also soccer is really big on New Year's Day. So if you guys are up a little bit early on New Year's Day, you'll see a lot of English Premier League soccer. And my Arsenal will be playing on New Year's Day. So I always like to watch that kind of before the bowl games get going.
They play in Manchester?
Yeah, they're playing Man City, which actually, too, that's my cousin's Jeffrey squad. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be seeing him soon. So it's crazy, but we might be able to watch the Bulldogs together. That's, he went and graduated from Georgia. And then we might be able. So we'll be on the same team one day, and then the next day we'll be against each other.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll see how friendly it stays. And then Sunday, NFL Week 17 already. This would normally be the final week of the year, but we got that extra bonus. So this is the second to last week, but it is fantasy football championship for most. So make sure you get your lineups locked in. Strizzy, I wish you good luck. And yours, man. And I hope to bring back the championship. You know what I'm saying, on my end too. So that's what it is. That's the schedule. We'll see what happens, but that's the end of the slideshow. Let me drop that down, and let's go full focus. And we'll do one more quick segment. Yeah, we got time. This is Express, but we're doing good. So
yeah, for sure, we're doing solid. Won't take that long.
This one's from Myra. All right, Strizzy, hit us with your this or that.
Yeah, man, this or that. You know what I'm saying? It's so greatest college football team of all time. You got Joe Burrow's 2019 championship LSU team versus the field. Like any other team in college football history, like between those two.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good one, but I have to say the field.
Yeah.
Because 2019 LSU, they were really dope. They ran through their schedule. It kind of came together magically. I like that they weren't like a number one seed at the beginning of the year, but they kind of grew into that. But man, even Alabama's Mac Jones team was really dope. But even going back, like the Miami teams of like the early 2000s.
True. They're very solid.
Yeah, like one of them has probably got to be the best. I wish there could be some kind of, I'm sure we could do it like hypothetically on some type of like computer simulations, but like I wish there was a way where we could pit those teams against each other. Like maybe when the new EA Sports like college football game comes out, we could try to make that
that's what I'm saying. Put them against that. That would actually be really, really dope.
Yeah.
Man, I was looking at that.
All those players come to life again. That would be tight.
So where this popped up was I was looking at they were talking about that championship team and the schedule they played. Dog, they played 7 teams that were in the top 10 nationally and just went through everybody, dog. Like, they played, I think when they played Texas, I think Texas was like number 7. You know what I'm saying? They had to go through Oklahoma, who was like number 4. Then went through Georgia at number 4. Then through Bama, I think when they were number 2 or number 1. Clemson for the championship. I mean, like they played like 7 teams that were in the top 10 and just went through just everybody. Like no game was really close. Like it was insane, man. Like that team was crazy. Think about it too. Like they had Justin Jefferson, they had Terrace Marshall, they had Jamar Chase, they had Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and of course Joe Burrow. Like that team was crazy.
Yeah, no, they really were. And it might be a little bit of recency bias though, because it just feels fresh. Like we got to see it so at hand. But
yeah,
I do agree they went through a lot of teams though, and it wasn't that close. Like and Georgia was on the end of that, so I got to see how good they were close up. Yeah. Anthony Weston and Pops both said Miami. Anthony Weston said 2001 Hurricanes had Gore, McGee, Portis, Shockey, Winslow Jr., Andre Johnson, and Vilma, and Ed Reed. Hey,
that's crazy too, man. Ed, you know what's funny? I was just thinking about this too. Like just thinking about some of these teams in the past that like we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, how like it's just not the same when some of these teams just aren't up there anymore. Like, you know, the Floridas and the Miamis and, you know, some of these other SEC teams that haven't looked too great over the last couple of years. Like even USC, hasn't been very good in the last couple of years. Like some of these teams, Texas too, like it's just weird when some of these teams are not playing very well. And hopefully with some of these things getting shaken up a little bit, they get back at it. But yeah, man, that Hurricanes team was crazy. That's such a deep team, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. But no, that's a good one. I like that for sure. That is a good one. And yeah, I don't know, but yeah, some of those stats are crazy though. Like you said, like that is.
Yeah, it hurt, man. It hurt me when I was looking at the post or whatever. Like fucking Joe Burrow had like 8 touchdowns against Oklahoma. Like I was like, dang, that's insane.
Yeah, that was bad. We actually talked about that one though. We were kind of prepared for the worst in that one.
No, for sure, most 100%, man. Justin Jefferson had like 4 touchdowns himself in that one. That was a crazy game.
Yeah. But all right, that's a good topic though. I like that, and we'll see. You know what I'm saying? What team kind of adds themselves to the ranks? You know. Of some of the best up there. I would say if Cincinnati somehow made a run, you know what I'm saying, and beat Alabama or something like that, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
For sure. So, and you never know. Shout out to David though.
Yeah, he came through. We were talking about Joe Burrow earlier because he destroyed the Ravens this past weekend.
Yeah. He's at 525.
Yeah, he's not having it about Joe Burrow. I was cracking up because he was like, how do we feel about Joe Burrow? I was like, I tried to hate this man, but the kid's good, man. The kid is good. I can't take it away. He's shaping up to be something else in this league, dude.
Yeah, we'll see. And it's just weird for us, you know what I'm saying? We're not used to seeing Cincinnati like too high powered like for a long time. So
crazy. They've got a tough test though. They play the Chiefs this week, so we'll see how they do.
Yeah.
Man, secondary, third string quarterback is rough. No running backs.
All right, that's what's up though. I pretty much got the same crew behind me, but I do have my special Lakers blanket. Let me put this up real quick, actually, because you know, despite all the haters, you know what I'm saying, it's still Lakers all the way. I got the Lakers blanket with the teddy bear, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You know, I will say this though, like if there was a time for the Lakers to try to go on some type of run, you know, Clippers are without George and Kawhi, Mavericks are without Luka, Blazers are without Damian Lillard. He's out for a couple of games, some personal stuff going on, I guess. Like now's that time for them to make a run, man.
Yeah,
I think they play the Rockets tonight, right?
Yeah, that's on now. So I'm about to go check that out right now. But yeah, I agree. And the teddy bear agrees too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're ready, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it happen. But it's still repping either way, you know what I'm saying? I've been through such painful time with the Lakers. Like people don't really understand. Like I'll take this, you know what I'm saying? At least I get to see some of my favorite players, even if they're out there in defeat, you know what I'm saying? So Russell Westbrook is like he's like my second favorite player. Brandon Ingram's my favorite player, but Russell Westbrook is like, you know, the last of the Mohicans. So even though he's being hated on and stuff, even though it's not working out, I'm still enjoying it. I'm still
honestly, he's their scapegoat.
Yeah.
He's their scapegoat.
Pretty much. So that's what it is, but we'll see what happens. We'll definitely be close at hand, you know what I'm saying? We'll bring you all the news. We'll be bringing you episode 1, 2, 3 in 2022. It'll be the first episode of the new year. So we'll be back with that on the big show, and then we'll have Secure the Bag this weekend, and we'll be bringing you our NFL locks before week 17. And probably we might bring you some playoff locks too. I think we might have to do it like that too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's really about the playoff.
For sure.
So, and Anthony Weston feels my pain about the Lakers 2012 through 2018. Yes, it was some hard times, man. It was some rough times.
A long time, but also hard times.
And then there was the blip before that too, after Shaq and before Paul Gasol, you know what I'm saying, and everybody got there too. So there was plenty of rough times. Also, real quick, got in just under the gun. Hello from Texas Unk. We appreciate you checking in. We're actually just checking out, but holler at us. You know what I'm saying? We're still supposed to see you for the holidays. Too bad that didn't make it out here, but next time you do, for sure, we're gonna get those plates. That's what it is. And Grace says, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year's to all of our Slackers out there. And as we said before, you know what I'm saying, make sure you stay safe and get home back to your loved ones, whatever you do to ring in the new year. And it's gonna be a great 2022. I can see it. I can see it already. I'm gonna call it right now. So,
Yes, yeah.
That's what it is. It's your boy A-Dub.
Hey, boy, Strizzy.
We out. Peace.
And you say